I'm Isaac Kipngetich and this is my passport to study journey.
My story, my story actually, I can't say that my story is actually like straight story. It's full of ups and downs, like normal person. I was born in Eldoret and raised by my parents. So like we are 8 siblings, and I'm number 6 in my family of 8. My parents are peasant farmers. I can say that they are government employees, no, they are peasant farmers. Um, During my time, I think maybe 2000, 2002 up to 2010. That's the time actually I was in primary school. I finished primary school in 2010. I didn't have much on that during that time. So 2010 to 2014, I was in high school. But before that, I was in primary, in Rice Primary, from 2002 to 2010. And then from 2010 to 2014, I was in high school, Kipngetich High School. But actually, I didn't finish in Kipngetich High School because there was a lot of challenges, not like fees challenges, but personal challenges. I was almost dropping out of school because people trying actually to advise you, but I didn't want actually to get any advice because I just want actually to do my own way. But I ended up actually being a failure. So I had actually to transfer from Kipngetich Boys High School to one of the local day schools in Ban Forest called Koyu Secondary School. During that time, actually, I used actually to stay in my own small apartment. In fact, it was not good actually apartment because my brother used actually to pay like it was like 500 shillings for the rent, and then sometimes I used to like after school you go and look for vegetables. After school you go and look for the flour for you actually to eat, because I used to cook for myself. I used to do everything for myself. During that, it was like Form 3 to Form 4, 2013 to 2014. Then from 2015 to 2019, I went to Kenya Medical Training College, Nairobi campus, and then I pursue diploma in public health. Yeah, it's called environmental health science. And then later from there, I graduated in 2019. During that time, I was able to engage in farming activities. Where I'm coming from, actually, we do farming. Yeah, we do farming, a lot of farming. So we used to farm rare cattle like goat, sheep. My story, that's actually my story. I didn't grow like in an urban settings. It was village. Yeah, I was able actually to assist my parents to look after cattle, farming, etc. Then 2019, I was able actually to secure a chance, like since after graduation, I was able actually to secure a job internship at PS Kenya, but I didn't go because sometimes you've been given that internship, but you are not able actually to be paid. I wasn't actually paid. It was kind of like sometimes it looked like internship, it looked like volunteering, but I wasn't actually paid. I worked for like 1 month, and then I had to quit because you have to get money for you to sustain yourself. Then, lucky enough, while I was still actually thinking on what to do, lucky enough, I got one of my family member, deputy governor for Uasin Gishu by then, introduced me to a certain program called athletics scholarship in a place called Kaptagat. So I went there actually for a training for like 3 years, from 2019, 2020, 2021, and slightly 2022. But 2020, we had actually to break because of COVID-19. During that time, a lot actually transpired during that time. So my story actually is endless because it's full of ups and downs, challenges.
Give us
Yeah.
some of those.
One of the challenges actually that I ever actually to encounter as a person, as Isaac, one of the challenges during that time, I was not able actually to get things that I need actually to able to apply for the schools to America. Sometimes rent is also a challenge, you know. Once actually you have set aside now that you want actually to go for a training, you need actually to have rent, you need actually to have the money for you actually to able to sort yourself, you know. It's also a challenge. But the prudent decision that I made during that time, actually, I had actually to sell my timbers, which actually I was able to get 5,000 shillings. So for that 5,000 shillings, um, I go and
Trees,
pay.
you mean?
Yeah, trees, yeah, timber. So I had actually to cut it down and then sell it. And then I was able actually to go and start a life for athletics. And during that time, I was able actually to get more friends that was able actually to introduce me to this process of coming to US. So I was able actually to apply for schools, etc., etc. You know, applying school, sometimes you didn't admitted. Sometimes other schools were able to admit you, other schools were not able to admit you based on various things like your GPA, high school GPA, college GPA. Yeah.
What made you want to start applying for schools abroad?
Um, you know, I had a force behind it. One of my brother who is a principal, Kaulamani, up to date right now, he was the one actually, yeah, he was the one actually able to push me like, hey Isaac, you have to go for these things. And also, when you have two people actually able to push you hard, you will be able actually to focus hard. So two people that I honored them. My brother Rafael and former deputy governor of Uasin Gishu County. Those are the people actually they really pushed me hard to apply for schools, to stick on a training camp so that I'm able to get schools.
Was it something that you wanted to do, to study abroad?
Yes, you
Or
know,
did they like open up the doors for you? Was it something you wanted?
yeah, you know, I've been dreaming actually for the last, yeah, like, you know, once actually I've been dreaming since I was young. You know, I've been dreaming like one day when I grow up, I want actually to travel over the world, and the first place I want to go to US to study first. So since I was young, that's been my dream, that one day I'll go to US. So I had that passion to come and study in US. With the help of my brother and the former deputy governor, I was able actually to pursue that thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now you decided that you want to study abroad.
Yeah.
So what steps did you take?
First of all, you know, after, yes, during that time actually I was in a training camp. I was able actually to meet with my coaches, whom actually they able to assist me with maybe getting schools. You know, once actually in a training camp, you will be able to be given schools. Sometimes actually you'll be able to look for yourself. So the first step actually you have to identify the school, and then after there you start submitting the applications. So I got some universities, submit the application, and then wait for them actually to review my application, and then they're able to get back to me. Yeah, so it's a tedious process actually, that you need actually to submit your papers. As long as your papers is genuinely, then you'll be able, your process might be able to run very fast. You know, we have some other, like maybe if you do something on your papers, it might be hard for you actually to get a faster expedite admission process. So during my time, yes, I used to submit my application very fast and then get the feedback between 2 weeks.
How
Yeah.
many applications did you submit?
Ah man, to be honest, I submitted almost, you know, I used actually to apply school every state, each state. So to be honest, I applied almost like 30 states in US. So it's almost like over 200 schools, 200 to 300 schools. But unfortunately, none of the school actually were able to admit me. Yeah, up to around 2022, around 2022 July. Yeah, July there. So I was able to admit to apply for certain schools, and lucky enough I was admitted 8 universities. Yeah, 8 universities. One being Simpson University that I was able to join there in 2022.
This period of applying, how long did it take you? For applying these colleges, how long did it take you?
Ah, man, it took me almost 3 years applying. Yeah, it took me a long time before being admitted. You know, different schools actually have a different criteria. So, you know, I didn't know that there's other schools that you are able to submit your application very fast and then you've been admitted. So I used to waste my time actually applying for Ivy League universities like Yale University, Stanford University. I didn't know that my GPA will not be able to qualify there. So I used to waste my time a lot. So that's why I had actually to take long time, because once you submit application, it's not guaranteed that maybe you'll be able to be admitted in that school. So it's your papers will be able to determine your GPA. Yeah.
So Simpson University admitted you to their school.
Yes.
But did you get a scholarship at the time?
Yeah, I was given. Yeah. After that, you know, I applied for athletics scholarship, which actually I used from Kenya to US. It was through athletics scholarship, and I was given even close to 100% because it was like 96% there.
Why did you apply for the athletics scholarship?
You know, based on my GPA, you know, I didn't actually get something like A, which maybe you can be given merit scholarship or academic scholarship. So I had actually to use my talent, which is athletics athletics.
So how do you apply for that scholarship? Did you apply to Simpson?
Yes. Yeah.
How do you apply for it?
First, actually, you have to identify which school actually you want. Yeah. So for me, actually, I identify Simpson University because I saw they have a good acceptance rate. They have the best program that I was like, oh, this is the best school. So I submitted my application through international portal. Then after there, my process actually took like 2 weeks, 2 weeks, slightly to 3 weeks. And then I got email back from them that, hey, you have been admitted, congratulations. Then from there, my file actually was forwarded to director of athletics. And then from there, they were able actually to set aside the funds. So
why did they forward it to director of athletics? Had you already applied
yes.
for a scholarship?
Yeah, you know.
Even after applying for the admission, you applied for the scholarship at the same time.
Yeah.
You didn't know where to be admitted.
Yeah.
You applied it at the same time.
Yeah. So, you know, once actually submit the application through the school, you are able actually to interact with coach also. You need actually to let coach to know that you are interested in your program. Like, oh, and then coach will be able to reach you back like, oh, have you applied? Yes. Have you been admitted? Yes. So from there, you're able now to speak with coach about scholarship. So if it is like, you know, in America, we have several things like volleyball scholarship, football scholarship, rugby scholarship, like a lot of extracurricular activities that we're able to sell you through. So for my case, I applied for athletic scholarship, which was track. Yeah, track. And then, lucky enough, Coach Akele awarded me 96% scholarship. Yeah.
So these contacts for coach, how did you get them?
It's all over the website. Yeah, you're able to Google. If it is for mine now, it's Simpson University. Then you're able to apply for Simpson University, staff directorate, you're able to see. And then you're able to scroll it. You're able to see their contacts. It's available in the website. Yeah, if you go straight to school website that you have identified, that is it. Yeah.
What was the process after you received the scholarship and the admission? What happened next? That you received this, what happened next?
Once actually I was given the I-20, the acceptance letter, and then followed by I-20. Now, what was remaining for me is to pay the interview fee at embassy, and then I had actually to pay.
Visa?
Yes, for my visa, and then I had also to pay for my service. Yeah, lucky enough for my case, man, friends come all over the world from America. They were able actually to sort me out because at that time things was not working in my family because there was no money, like, but God came through for my situation. So one of my friends actually paid for my savings, one other able to pay for my saving visa interview fee. Yeah.
Once you received the visa, how did your parents take the news?
Ah man, once actually, once I received a visa, they were saying, hey man, so now you are planning to get out of the Kenya. No, my parents, especially my father, both of my parents and mother and father, they didn't actually, they were astonished, like, hey, one of my son actually is going to US. They didn't expect that, to be honest. They didn't expect, because in my family, I was the only person actually gets outside of the Kenya. So they were so happy. Yeah, they were so happy.
How did you pay for those tickets? You said you had well wishers to help you with that.
Yeah, once I got my visa, the process visa, once actually your visa has been approved, it's gonna take like 2 days, 3 days, for the visa actually to be processed. Once actually you received, well wishers actually came through for my situation. They were able actually to pay for my flight. Yeah, they were able to pay for my flight, and then man, I had to come. Yeah.
You must have been excited.
Sometimes actually, what I came actually to realize, when you have a dream, blessing will be able to locate you wherever you are. Because I didn't expect, like, once you get a visa, for my case, I got a visa, I think it was on like Monday, and I was supposed actually to be in school on Monday next week. So I was like, I have like 8 days. So I had actually to prepare everything. I didn't have a flight ticket, but well wishes came through. Yeah, and I was able to secure, I was able to pay for flight ticket, everything, upkeep, everything. Yeah.
When you landed in California, Simpson University,
Yeah.
you tell us the journey. How did you get there? What was the journey like?
So the first day I landed at San Francisco Airport, and the wife of coach picked me up. So we had actually to drive all the way from San Francisco, up to Reading. It was like 4 hours drive. And then I reached school. I was given an hostel that night. And then tomorrow we start the admission process. Yeah, orientations and the rest. You've been shown where's your class, here's your department, here's your kitchen, everything. So it was only one day, and then the following day class.
You said the wife of the coach picked you up. Did
Yeah.
she know that you were coming?
Yes.
You were in contact with them?
Yeah, definitely I was in contact with coach. I was also in contact with director of admissions. They knew that I was coming. Yeah.
And they received you?
Yeah, they received me in San Francisco airport, and then they were able to drive me through up to school.
Were there any other students from around the world during the orientation?
Yeah, there was a lot of people, a lot of students that are coming, Nepal, China, even Africa, Tanzania. Yeah, there was a student, yeah, all over the world. Yeah, because I still remember during orientation time, we were almost around 30 students, international students. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where are you sleeping? Is it conducive? Do you share the rooms?
Man,
Do you
very
cook
conducive.
for yourself?
No. It's a very nice place, conducive, spacious, whereby you can able to study on your own. It's very conducive. Yeah. Once actually you are done, you go to cafeteria, you can take your meal, you can even bring your meal to your room. You are free to do anything. Yeah, you are free to do anything. Yeah.
Within the classroom,
Yeah.
what is the difference between that and what maybe back home where you studied before? Is there any major difference?
A lot of difference. There is a major difference. Here, even let's start even from the basic, even the sitting arrangement, the class arrangement. The projection itself is totally different from what I used to have in Kenya. Yeah, it's totally different. Everything is like amazing. Yeah, that's actually is gonna give you the conducive, like nice environment. That it's like enabler for you actually to study. Yeah, it's giving you that urge for you to study.
Were you in doubt of yourself
No.
when you came here that maybe you find it hard, or maybe the language barriers, things like that?
Yeah, to be honest, I was afraid enough a little bit because you're expecting like to get different people, language barrier, but within a shortest time, I was able actually to adjust myself. Yeah,
And you got things working.
very fast. I didn't want actually to waste much time figuring out like, oh, I want this and this. I had actually to fix myself to the system very fast. Yeah.
You mentioned you had a full scholarship,
Yeah.
almost 100%.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and a partial scholarship?
Once actually you have 100% scholarship, it means you get a full ride. You get tuition covered, you get food covered, you get textbook covered, you get accommodation covered. So it's like totally it's 100%. So for you, it's only to produce grades. Yeah. It's like full ride. But for partial scholarship now, for example, you might be able to be maybe to be allocated like only tuition fee, but the rest is on you. Yeah.
What makes you get a full one instead of a partial one? What criteria do they look at?
One actually, there's two major criteria actually they're able to use. If it is not your academic performance, which actually they're able to award you full scholarship based on your GPAs, based on your papers, or based on your curriculum activities. For my case, I didn't get scholarship through academic, but I got my scholarship through athletic scholarship. Yeah.
How did you receive it? What did they tell you to do for you to get it?
For me, actually, because mine was athletic scholarship, so I had actually to shoot a video for my training. I had to shoot a video because we were communicating with coach during that time that now for me actually to allocate you scholarship, you have to go for a training, shoot a video. I need a certain time, X time for you actually to fit into my program. So because I had that purpose to come to US, I had actually to shoot a video. Yeah, and then upload it and then send to coach for coach actually to see through and be able actually to award you scholarship.
A video of you running?
Yes, I ran almost 3 years. Yeah, close to 3 years, three and a half years. Yeah, training. Yeah, from there I was able to be in a good shape. I was able actually to get time. During that training period, you need actually to get a certain time. For example, if you are running for 800 meters, you need actually to get a certain time, like 1 minute 50 seconds. And maybe coach want actually maybe you to run 1 minute 48 seconds. So for you actually to get scholarship through athletics, you have to get that. You have to reach that time. Yeah, you have to beat that time. Yeah, you have to beat that time. Yeah.
And if you don't, they don't give it.
Yeah, they don't give it to you scholarship because they say, why would I give you scholarship if you don't beat that time? And there is an American student who is able to beat that time. So you need actually to be above everything. Yeah.
How do you maintain your scholarship when you come here? Do they tell you you need to keep your grades up? How do you keep studying here? Do they take away your scholarship?
For you actually to maintain scholarship, there is a certain grade that you need actually to meet. The overall GPA, you should be able to meet 2.0.
Even if it's a athletic scholarship?
If it is athletic scholarship, you have to maintain 2.0. Failure to do that, your scholarship will be terminated immediately. Yeah. So you have to maintain a certain GPA for you actually to maintain scholarship also and to maintain the status also. Yeah, your F1 status visa. Yeah.
So you must.
You must. Yeah.
If you don't, they take away your scholarship.
Yeah, they take your scholarship and now you start actually struggling again. Yeah. Because they say, how will you be able to give you full scholarship when you are not able actually to get good grades? So you have to work hard. Yeah, there's no option. Yeah.
So now they're paying for everything for you. Do you get extra money to buy clothes and watch a movie, such things?
Yeah, when you are in a good school, you're being given full scholarship, and also sometimes you'll be given stipends like monthly. You'll be given sometimes $1,500. That's for your own thing, like clothing and the rest. Yeah, that is it. You be a full scholarship, and then on top of that, you'll be given upkeep. Yeah.
Are you still in Simpson University?
No. I transferred actually from Simpson University to Spokane. Now I'm in Spokane College. Yeah.
What made you have to transfer? Did it affect your studies?
No. It didn't actually affect my studies because actually I had to transfer my credit from Simpson University to Spokane, and then from there they're able to do the evaluation. It doesn't actually affect anything. Once actually you get into US, you're able actually to transfer to any school. Yeah, there's no problem. No one actually is gonna say don't transfer. You are free to transfer.
With the same scholarship? Or
No. Now, based on once actually you get out of Simpson University, unless actually you contact the coach of the school that you are going to know that maybe you have a talent. So the former coach will be able to communicate with the coach that you are, which school you are going, and then they're able to reach out to him, and then you're able to be given also scholarship.
So they communicate?
Yeah, they communicate.
If you want a scholarship?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's up to you actually to communicate to them. But if you don't communicate to them, so you have to pay everything. Yeah.
How is it now in the new university, the college that you're in?
Man, in fact, I'm enjoying this one. This one is even the best. Yeah, this one is even the best, Sometimes I think it is good actually you explore. Once you explore, you're able actually to meet new people, you meet new friends, you meet new professors. I don't say that the professors are bad, but you need actually sometimes to change the environment. So that's what actually made me actually to change to come to Washington, to come to this school, which is I really enjoy. Yeah, it's a very nice school. Yeah.
What advice would you give to the people who are trying to get scholarships or trying to come abroad for their studies? What advice can you give them?
For me, actually, what I can say, if you have a passion, if you have a dream, don't let that dream die. Pursue it. There is an opportunity. There's opportunities. Yeah. Yeah. So for you, actually, don't give up. That's the first thing. The second thing, dream and work for it. Press. You're gonna make it. And then for me, apply schools. Yeah, apply more schools.
You applied for 3 years before?
I applied for 3 years because I was like, to be honest, I applied over 200 schools. None of the schools are able to admit me. And then the last towards the minute, and then 8 universities they were able to admit me with different scholarship. Others 100, and others 60, others 70. But I was admitted. At last, I was admitted to 8 universities. Yeah.
Why did you choose Simpson?
Man, Simpson University was a Christian university, and being raised in a Christian family, I want to enjoy that thing. Yeah. Yeah.
What challenges did you experience when you got here?
The first challenges, to be honest, is food. Yeah, food, man. Food. You get used to Kenyan meal, and then once again you come here, you can find meat, pastas, rice. That was the thing actually made me like, hey man, how are we gonna survive with this one? Every now and then, meat, pasta, spaghetti. Yeah. So that was major challenge, and then also major challenge was like language. I thought actually maybe language barrier will able to play a key role in me, but these people actually the English is so different with our English. Yeah, the way they are speaking is totally different from what we are able to speak, and then the cultural difference. Yeah. The cultural difference.
So you've not eaten ugali ever since?
Man, I miss ugali, man. I miss ugali.
But there is ugali.
After like around 4 months, 5 months now, I started actually moving around within the town, and I was able now to identify one of the locals. African restaurant. Yes, I was able actually to buy my own flour, vegetables, and now I'm enjoying right now like I'm being away from home. Yeah. So you need actually to identify the place. You need actually to be smart. You need actually to be proactive for you to get that thing. Yeah.
But they're there.
They are there. All over they are there. Yeah.
What's your plan now moving
My plan actually after finishing my bachelor's, I want actually to continue with my studies. I want actually maybe to get into masters, and then from there I'll actually, I've been thinking actually of opening something like my own facility. I want to give back to my community.
Here or
Back in Kenya. Yeah, I want actually to start something that they're able to remember me, that one of their sons went to America to go and study. So I want actually to give back to the society. I want actually to establish something that will able to encourage them actually like facility. So that's my plan. That's my plan.
Is it possible for you to work here?
Yeah, after once actually you graduated from college, or once you graduated from school, you are able actually to work. You're able to obtain a work authorization, and then you're able to work. Yeah,
So
it's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
You don't have to go back.
No,
and finish your studies.
no. Yeah, you'll work after your studies, and then some days you'll able to get employers will able to sponsor you for maybe for green card. Yeah, there's so many opportunities actually.
Channels are there.
Yeah, the channels are there. It's only for you actually to grab. Yeah, it's not actually for you to be smart. Yeah.
The guys back at home, what can you tell them?
Man, my age mate, GNC, millennial, man, let's apply for this because there's opportunities. Don't give up, man. Try to apply. As long as you are still alive, you need actually to do something for yourself. I used to tell people that, man, the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but living a life without a purpose. You need actually to identify. You need actually to set something and set priorities. Don't give up. If you are in school, don't give up. Yeah, don't give up. Pursue, make it hard. Push. It's gonna give itself one day. Yeah.